Hey everybody, this is Todd Camden here with Car Mechanic Simulator. This is episode 10. I did some offline work a few days ago. I did not make a video. It was just some basic stuff, but I got a point in my toolbox which I've not spent yet, and I got a couple of loot crates which I've not opened yet. So we're going to do that first, and then we'll do a job or two. Oh, I just got a text. It was from my niece. I had to let some people into her house today to do some work, and we're just discussing that on the texts. Alright, so I am currently in my normal position here in bed, watching my TV, but I'm going to go ahead and move over to the edge, front close to the TV, because this game tends to have text that I cannot read unless I'm really close. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm a little rusty here. Let's go ahead and open up one of the crates. Wow, got some good stuff here for the future. Turbo, a starter, both levels 4 and 5. And we'll open the other crate. Mediocre. Still better than just regular. And I'm going to go ahead and put all this stuff in storage. There we go. So now my inventory is clear. And, like I said, I had a point that I've gained in the toolbox. And I have to figure out where to use it. Let's take a look up here. Let's start... No. I mean, maybe, but... And this stuff's all locked. Alright, so I have to spend it back in here somewhere. I guess I'll go with the 50% part installing faster. So that did that. We're good. And now let's go ahead and check out a job. I think it's probably wise to do a story mission when I'm on screen. Let's read this. I bought a brand new blah blah blah. It's a great car. In the ad it said the car is great for off-roading. Oh, but I have the impression that driving an SUV on the sand dunes was not a good idea. Something is scraping. I noticed a leak. Please do something about it, the leak. I need the car for an off-road trip. Alright, so... I'm going to try it. I've already saved, so if this bombs out, I can always reload. But... it's a story mission. I have to finish it at some point, right? So let's see what it says here. Yikes. So I have the leak and I have replace and whatever body parts. That's easy. I can do that last. But the leak part is a problem. Let's see if I'm allowed to drive it on the test track. Oil pan is missing. Really? The oil pan's missing? Huh. Alright, well, let's get on the lift and get the oil pan then. Then maybe we can do some tests on it. How do you get the car here if there's no oil pan on it? Do you have it towed? And where is the oil pan, by any chance? It is an oil pan V8, so I can just buy one right here, I hope. Oil pan. I'm looking through them. V8, I guess that's it. Let's hope it is, because I'm buying it. We'll go into part mount mode. Yeah, I gotta click on it first. Then I can do that. I'll probably end up taking it off again later, but at least now the car is basically put back together. There's a lot of suspension issues there. It looks like a lot of rust. That means problems. Let's go ahead and do some... No, not assemble mode. Now I gotta fix that. Where's normal mode? Oh no, I'm back in normal. Good, 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 good. Alright, so we'll go on suspension. Can I click on the engine? Doesn't matter. What I want to do is examine tools, work our way through all the tools. Alright, the ODB didn't show anything bad. That's good, right? Compression tester. Well, that didn't show any problems either. That's good. We do have some radiator issues. The fan housing. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring it down. We'll start with the radiator. Holy cow, that goes way fast. I must be hitting the wrong button. Let's try this again. Yikes. There we go. The right stick helped. So, down here, we do have radiator A and radiator fan housing. On the rear muffler, I should have did that too while I was at it, but we'll do that later. So, radiator A, radiator fan housing. Oh, I can use the tablet. The radiator A and radiator fan housing. And we'll go to cooling, mount, start with the radiator, put the housing on. Actually, it's back out. I want to make sure I do the right one. Oh, definitely it did. Good. Good. And we have two bad parts in inventory. We'll go ahead and actually, we probably can't do the repair bench on them, but let's try, because why not? Ooh, look at this. Alright, did I screw it up, or did I fix it? I screwed it up more. Doesn't matter. This was junk already. So I'll need to improve that ability later. Alright, before we really get into this, I do want to try to take it on the road. It's actually missing the rear muffler. Oh, I see what this is doing now. We'll go ahead and highlight it. And we'll try to go into overview. No, maybe not. How about if we just click on exhaust? Darn if it isn't, it's missing our rear muffler. Well, let's take this one off too then. Yeah, both the mufflers are bad. So I need 2 rear muffler V8s. Two rear muffler V8s. That should be it right there, right? Let me look through. Okay. I'll just sell it. Alright, so I've got that part on. Oh, it's interesting. This is the first car where it was just missing pieces. And I hit the wrong button. Alright, I gotta take care of something for 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let this... And I'm back. Let's do that. Let's see if I can take it out now. No oil. You kidding me right now? Well, it makes sense. There was no oil pan. I really should have guessed that. What about now? Oh yeah, go and hit the road. See how it feels. Then we'll probably do a test track on it as well. Yeah, the indoor one, the test path, I think it's called. And that should give me enough information to get started on the real mess. Everything I just did was just basically to get this sucker on the road. So I could test it out on by feel. I'm old school. I like to feel the car on the road. This car it's going 50 in second gear. That's pretty crazy. I generally like to go 30-ish through here. 25-ish, 30, you know. '50's a little fast, especially going into braking up here. Get it back around 30 as I get closer. Here we go, we're getting closer. There we go. Let's see what this little test shows me. Loading, 80%. This game loves to get hung up at that 80%, and then it pops to 100, and then there we go. Lots of, what do you call it? Suspension issues. Let's move it to the test path. Looks like the brakes are in pretty good shape. They should definitely find the suspension stuff, though. Because we already know there is suspension problems. Hopefully this will pick up some new problems I didn't know about. There we go. Lots of little issues. I think at one point I bought some rubber bushings, and I bought them by mistake, and I put them in my warehouse. I'm going to see if I can find them real quick. Whoops, space there. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to pull these out. They're not special, they're just rubber bushings and small rubber bushings that I might need for this job. I wonder if I'm going to have to change... Well, let's look at the oil filter first. If that's in trouble, I'm probably going to have to drain the oil back out. I actually don't see it, but... Alright, we got a lot of parts to fix. A lot of suspension. A lot of parts not discovered yet, either. That's a little scary. But my gut tells me all this stuff's coming off. So let's start. We're going to start just with the tires on all sides, because I have a feeling I'm going to have to separate them for this job. These tires don't look bad, but they're still coming off, because I have to get to the suspension parts later anyway. I just have a gut feeling that we are going to have to deal with these tires, especially these two. Yeah, look at that. That rim is a mess. I don't know if I'll be able to remember what it's called, but there it is. Alright, so let's look again. It's a Rim Modern 620 ETO. Rim Modern 620. Rim Modern 6. I need two of them. 20-inch ET0. Just to be safe, let's separate all of them. I hate to do it. But I want to be absolutely sure. Yeah, they look pretty good. Alright, so let's start putting them back together. Oh, I gotta put them together on the other machine, right? Alright, take another look. Wrong button. Yep, all good. So we can put them back together now. Let's start installing. Saving some time using them both at the same time, those machines. Whoops, I don't want to separate. I want to install. This one needs to be balanced. I think that's what that symbol is in the bottom left of that one square. But I got the machine in use, so gotta wait. So all three of these should be done. That does not mean I'm putting them on right away. It just means I don't have to worry about the tires later. When I put them on, they're already put together, they're ready to go. So when I get all the other suspension stuff done, I can, boom, tires on. Okay. Now we can start digging in a little bit further, right? Like if I click on suspension, if I really wanted to take this piece off, which I do, I gotta take this off. And we gotta take this off, but to get that off, we gotta get the arms off. So let's get over here and get the arms off. Good. Now to get that off, I gotta get this knuckle plate off. So it's a whole bunch of stuff here. Ah, yeah, it's all pieced together, so you just gotta work your way down to it. Alright, this back end doesn't look as bad. We gotta work our way back over here though. This knuckle housing looks pretty good, so I'm gonna leave that. Oh, forgot the little doohickey there. That spring looks pretty bad. Let's pull all three of these off. So this whole back end is pretty clean now. I think the best move would be just for me to buy a bunch of parts and replace them. So let's look at what we pulled off here. already have a, what do I got up here? I got 2 rubber bushings and 3 rubber bushings and 3 small rubber bushings. So we're going to go down through here and look for just the rubber bushings. Whoops, wrong button, sorry. Yeah, so I can get rid of a rubber, 2 rubber bushings right off the bat. So I need 2 leaf spring U-bolts, maybe 4. Let's look down lower. Yeah, all 4 of them are bad. Leaf spring U-bolt. Four of them. That's pretty wild. That's a lot of bad ones. So we can get rid of the bad ones now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We also have a leaf spring plate. There should be 2 of them. One's good. So let's get the leaf spring plate. Just 1. Solid axle control arm. 2 of them are bad, huh? We'll just call that a control arm and see if it pulls it up. Yeah, there it is. 2 of them, please. Good. We've got rear shock absorber B twice. Rear shock absorber B twice. We got 2 rear springs are bad, both of them. Alright, we should be close on the back end. All we need is a rear axle knuckle housing C. Whoops, wrong button. Rear axle knuckle house. Rear axle knuckle housing C, I think it was. Yep. Now, in theory, we should be able to put this whole thing back together and be okay on the back end. I hope that's right, because that's what I'm going to do. I actually want to go into suspension. Part mount. Before I do that, do I have anything I can pull apart? No. Alright, good. So the back end only uses stuff that doesn't have to be pulled apart. Just thought I would check that, because you just never know. Alright, so we got the shock going in. We've got the spring cap, I guess. with spring on top, topped with the cap. We got to get down here, put in the solid axle control arm, and that comes with a rubber bushing. Glad I remembered that. Get the housing on there. Get all the brakes on. Doing something right, just let me put the tire on. Can we click on something else just to get over there? Yeah. I'm just looking at this side again, making sure it looks good. I think it does. So, let's pop up here to the shock, get that on. And don't forget the bushing. We go back to it. Part mount. Just looking. Oh yeah, we got these little pieces under here, right? The leaf spring stuff with their little doohickeys. Let's go ahead and click on that and get in here closer. And let's get on the other side. Find it over here. There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and check my inventory. Yeah, it looks good. So I've got the original small rubber bushings, and I've got the 2 tires off the front end. So now we're ready to start busting apart the front end. Let's see how much of this I can take off in a go. Might as well start out here because it's gonna have to come off at some point. Oh, gotta remove the bearing, I forgot. Oh, gotta get all these little arms off first, eh? That shock has to be pulled apart. Look at that. That's the kind that does, that I was looking for earlier. Oh, what'd I forget? Oh, okay, I forgot this guy. since this is going to have to come off, I might as well pull off this one now, the inner tie rod. Alright, let's get around the other side and work on this. Oh, brakes first, sorry. Pulling this whole suspension apart, it's a mess. Alright, now we can get the knuckle off. Alright, so see, obviously we still have a lot to go here, but we're getting there. Let's get these bushings off. This controller has a bad right stick, so it takes me time to move it from left to right. That's why I moved over so slow. See, look, going left that way, it's slow, quicker. Actually, it looked the same, but... What about this? Oh, I might be able to get that off. Let's see. Alright, so I've ripped off all the parts of this that I think are bad. I like how the sway bar just kind of hovers there. So let's take a moment and look at our parts list and see if everything's been at least discovered. I don't want to see any missings, which I probably will, but... You can really see I did that back end first, huh? Oh, is there a bad leaf spring plate still? Hopefully I don't remember taking one off the front end. So that scares me a little bit. But anyway, parts look pretty good here in regards to what's needed. So I guess I'll start with the bushings because I have 3 small rubbers. But I just want to buy all new bushings just to be safe. I always have trouble with those. They all look pretty good though. So what does the card say I need to replace any bushings? Oh, I can't search the list. That one got replaced already. That one got replaced already. Huh, I think we're okay on the bushings. Alright, well, now we start the long process of, oh, what's going on? What did I just hit? How do I make it not show just bushings anymore? Oh, there we go. Alright, cool. So, front axle knuckle cover. Do we have more than one of those? Yes, and they're both bad. No. Front axle knuckle cover. Let's just use the word knuckle, just see what happens. Okay, front axle knuckle cover, there it is. Now this is the grindy part, buying all the parts. I do also have to rip apart those 2 spring things. So let's do that real quick too. That's part of the process. Ripping them apart now. And then we take it, and then I'm going to rip another one apart. And then it lights up when it's done. Alright, so now we can look at our inventory and see how much of those are bad. We've got two bad, pretty much bad everything. Two bad double wishbone shock absorbers. Double wishbone shock absorbers. Two of those. Two front springs, and I need two front shock absorber caps. Front shock absorber caps. And now I need two front springs. Let's see if I got all the parts proper. I might have only bought one of something by accident. Nope, I got two. Okay. So I can sell the double wishbones, the springs, and the caps. And now I can put them back together. So that way I'm solved that part of it. Good. Alright, now we're back here with the inventory. Got my springs good to go now. The front drive axle A looks bad. Is there more than one? Yes, there is, and they're both bad. Front drive axle A. That looks like a job for the word axle. Front drive axle A. Got two of those, perfect. Good, good, good. Now we have a bottom suspension arm, an upper suspension arm. Bottom and upper. They're both bad on both sides, bottom and top. Hope I did something wrong. Let's try that again. Bottom and upper suspension arm. Bottom, upper, bottom, upper, bottom, upper. Good, good, good. All right, so we got a lot more still to, not really a lot more, some still to go. We got our front steering knuckle C. Two of them. Front steering knuckle C. Nope, don't sell the brake caliper. There, good. Looking for red here. Red, red, red. Oh, we got three reds in a row there, and then that's it. So these are the last three items. Front suspension, cross member C. Front suspension, cross member C. There it is. Now I just need a front drive axle D. There that is. We're almost there. Last one is a steering rack. I'm going to sell it and then buy it. There, I should have everything. The real question is, after I put everything together, will it be done? Because I might have missed something. But I am going to go ahead and put it together. Oh, I have something highlighted that I didn't know about. Let's go to my... Actually, I want to inspect something real quick. I want to inspect the oil filter. I have to take it off to do that. Now I have to take oil out to do that. So let's assume it's okay. But I have something highlighted on the list I didn't mean to. Oh, there it is, right there. Upper suspension arm. I must hit that by accident. Let's look for missing parts right now. Whoops, bottom of the list. The leaf spring plate worries me a lot. As well as the rear shock. No, that's done. All this other stuff is front. So let's do the front and we'll deal with that later. Part mount. Now this is the one that has all those little bushings on it, so let's do that right away. That's one bushing. Here's the other front bushing. Here's one of the back ones. Okay, we got that done. That's good. Steering rack. Front drive axle. Inner tie rod. Knuckle. That should let us put the outer on. Yep. What about over here? I want to go back over there. Can I put this tie rod on? Inner? Yeah. Need to get the knuckle on here. So I can do the outer. Okay. Let's do the suspension arm. Looks like it's auto bushings, which is nice. Whoops. And we'll do the top one as well. Auto bushings, nice. And we already fixed up our shocks, so we can throw those on. What's this back here? The drive shaft, I'll do that. And I can start doing that tire stuff, but I want to make sure everything else is kind of like done first. Alright, let's just assume it is. We'll do this now. Got to get that bearing on. I just stood up. In case it sounds windier on my mic, it's because I just stood up and I'm closer to the ceiling fan. Every once in a while my back starts to get sore, so I kind of have to do that. I do want to look at the suspension part mount again, though. Yeah, it looks like we're ready to do the other side. So let's start with the suspension arms again, with the auto bushings. Now we'll start doing the brake, heading towards brake stuff. Come on, give me that bearing. There it is. Gotta get that axle on. And now we can do the tire. What parts do we have left? Just the bushings I didn't really need. I pulled out of storage earlier. I think we're good. Now we're good only in the sense that I've put it back together. However, I know there's at least one problem still that we have to look at. There it is, leaf spring plate. So we're going to highlight it. We're going to go to the back, click on the suspension, and it should highlight it. There it is, right there. Apparently there's a problem with the leaf spring plate. So we're going to pull it off, and we're going to look at it. Well, I'm just going to buy a new one. So let's get rid of this one. Leaf spring plate. Now we'll put it back on. Suspension, please. Oh, well, no. Suspension, please. Over here. Click on it. Oh, I gotta go to part mount, and then I can click on it. Then we put the bolts on to hold it in. This really should fix it. It should do it. Let's find out. Now when I look at the car, the status should be clear on the first section, the hard part. I did all the hard part. Scrolling all the way down, there should be no red dots. Oh, I can get rid of the star there. There we go. Yep, okay. So now we're going to do section 2. Replace or repair body parts. This is the easy part. Let's get it down off the lift. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. There we go. So before we do anything, I'm going to save real quick, because I really like where we're at. Now I'm going to try to move the car somewhere I've never tried to move it to. Garage entrance A. I want to have full walk-around access to it. There we go. Look, it's actually missing pieces of that. So we'll go to assemble mode, and I think or is it disassemble mode? I don't know how to do this. Alright, let's take a look at the status. Front bumper, left headlight, front left fender, front license plate. I swear it looks like it's just missing the pieces. It doesn't even look like it's... I don't think I have to pull anything off. Huh. Alright, let's do that. Let's start buying some pieces. Whoops, wrong button. We gotta buy a front bumper and a left headlight. I'm really bad at this part of it, using the to get body parts. Let's go ahead and hit triangle is back. Okay. Body shop. So now that I'm in the body shop, let's take a look at the car again. It's a Olsen Grand Club front bumper. Olsen Grand Club. So if I do a search for Olsen Grand Club, it brings up all the pieces of it, such as the front bumper, left headlight, no, front left fender, and finally I need to buy a front license plate. That's interesting. Huh. Is that something I can get through here? I don't know how to get a front license plate, so I'm going to type front license plate in here. It's probably not a body shop item. Yeah, it's not. So let's go to the license plate area. It's license plate shop. Huh, how do I do this? Well, all right, well let's start putting this thing together. Let's go into assemble mode. I need a front license plate. Huh, I really do. Can I just buy any of them? How does this work? Oh, how do I cancel the search? Oh, shoot. So look, every time I bring it up now, it's doing front license plate search. There we go. I had to type something and then back it out. What if I search for United States or USA? Let's try that first. No. No. Well, I figured since it had license plate Albania, maybe it would, you know? I just had an idea. What if I look at... Ah, I gotta look at what it has on it already. That's what I should do. It's just a bunch of orange. It looks blank. I'm gonna look for one that just has that. Oh, no, I can't. Alright, well, let's get a Florida one and see what happens. Is he from Florida? We'll find out. $100 if I'm wrong. Eh. I guess he doesn't care. Alright, so we spent $6 grand and we're getting an additional $8 grand payout, so that's pretty darn good. That's real good. That's a big payout. That took a lot of work too. That was an hour job. We did not get another point. But that's it. That was another story mission. If you missed the beginning of the stream, I opened up 2 loot crates and I spent a point in the toolbox where I bought 50% faster installing and removing, level 1. It wasn't letting me get anything super advanced yet, so. Anyhow, maybe next time, since I've just finished the story mission, maybe it will. But, let's save. And that's it for this time. That was a perfect amount of time to stream. An hour is what I like in this game. My neck starts to hurt after a while, because I have to look up at the TV, I have to sit a lot closer. So yeah, I finished another story mission. I did some things I'm not used to doing, including buying a license plate. That was interesting. He's going out here with a Florida plate. I hope it's right. He didn't complain, so. Alright, catch you all later. Thanks for watching live, and if you're watching on YouTube later, I appreciate it as well. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoyed the video in any way, please hit the like button. And that's it for now. I probably won't play this again until Monday, but you never know. And if I do, I'll just stream it up. Or I might make a video if it's something boring. So, catch you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Ty Campton.